Okay, ladies, I got your questions, I got your requests on how to keep your breasts firm, perky, voluptuous, and so many other questions that comes with chest workouts. And I'll try my utmost best to answer all those questions, okay? Because this is quite a sensitive topic, and I hope that I get to answer all your questions. So before we start with the workouts and the different types of exercises that you can do and how many days and how often and etc., I want us to dive a little bit into the anatomy. Because, my dear ladies, you gotta understand that underneath all this beautifulness, there are a lot of anatomical structures like muscles, adipose tissue, ducts, and all the many. And you need to understand that these all together form up the breast and also the chest area now, so to say. So understanding the anatomy, you will really get to understand what it is that you are working on and what it is that is giving you that mass increase, the hypertrophy, so to say. So it's not really like you're increasing your breast size, it's more like the muscle that you're working on. So let's dive right into the anatomy, and then thereafter we will get into the workouts that I do regularly to give me that perk, that firm, that roundness, and then hopefully it can help you as well. Basically, the chest is made out of the sternocostal cartilages, the ribs, the sternum, and the clavicle that makes up the chest. And on top of the skeleton, you have the two pectoral muscles, which is the pectoral major on the left and the pectoral minor on the right, and the serratus anterior down below. For a female, the breast is basically fat, the adipose tissue, which is on top of the muscles, and then on top of the breast itself you have the skin. So it's the skin, the fat, and then the muscle in that order. So when you are working out, you're not working on the fat, you're working on the muscles, which are the pectoral major, the largest one of them all. Underneath that you have the pectoral minor, which is then situated under the breast itself, and then you have the serratus anterior below and lateral. Alright, so then that summarizes the anatomy. I hope it was thorough, I hope it was clear, and I hope you got to understand a little bit about the anatomy of a woman's breast, and that it's not only fat, we also have some muscle under there, and that it's when you work out the muscle that you can actually get that lift, that firmness, and the tone. It's not like really you're getting a new, cup, you're going a cup up or you're going a cup down, whatever. It's just basically firming. So with the exercises, there are a number of them that you can do, and the first one that I'm gonna recommend are push-ups. I know there are a lot of you guys that say that, hey, I don't know how to do a push-up, I don't even know where to start, my upper body strength is so weak, so where do I start, what do I need to do? Don't worry, I got you. So I'm gonna do a reaction on the videos that I shot, and then we will go through every exercise together, and I'll be explaining the steps, what you need to do, what you don't have to do, etc. So my fellow ladies, I got you. So for the first workout, let's have a look at push-ups, beginner push-ups. Okay, so you want to place your hands as close to your chest as possible, and then kind of like push yourself off the floor and just snail it up, so to say. So you're just pushing yourself off the floor, driving through your pectoral muscles, you're driving through your triceps, and that's the basic way how to do a beginner's push-up. Don't rush it. All right, so that was the beginner's push-up. Always keep your hands close to your chest, and then when you are pushing up, make sure that you're pushing up with your palms, driving through your chest area, and then obviously using your triceps. And that's the basic beginner's push-up, because I know doing push-ups for a lady is very, very difficult. So the second exercise, or not exercise rather, it's still a push-up, but it's more like a modified intermediate push-up. If you are well advanced from the beginners and you want to take it a step further, here goes. All right, a little dance. Okay, so you want to get on your knees and you want to put your hands a little bit wider than the beginner's push-up, more like a little bit wider than your shoulders, and you want to make sure that you're not leaning down all the way like in the beginner's push-up. You're just leaning forward, still driving through with your palms, using your triceps, and just leaning forward, and then don't forget to breathe. Okay, and then don't forget to breathe, because you understand as time goes by that, or rather I figured out that if I take a deep breath before I do a push-up, it kind of helps me. I don't feel that heavy, so really breathing also helps. And then, like I said, drive through with your palms, use your triceps, use your chest, and don't lean flat all the way like the beginner's push-up. Now for the advanced, okay, not severely advanced, because there are some people out there who do push-ups like flying and all those crazy other push-ups. So for the advanced one, it's basically like an intermediate. So let's have a look, and then I will run through it with you guys. Okay, again, on your toes, hands apart, and then you want to make sure, for me, because I'm double jointed, I keep my hands facing inwards, but to prevent your joints from locking or hurting yourself, you want to keep your hands in this position. And then when you are doing your push-up, make sure that you're driving through with your palms, and then you're coming up. Don't squeeze your elbows in, don't overextend them. Just put your hands on the floor in this position, and then when you go down, you are in this position, and when you come up, you're in this position. Don't overextend anything. The reason why my hands are facing each other is because I'm double jointed. As you have seen, I have a tendency of like, okay, no, you can't see, but my elbows, they lock and they become kind of like X. Let me see. No, you can't see it. So it's almost as if they're X, for people that have X legs. That's me with my arms. I don't know where I got it from. I guess it's a thing, but I am double jointed, and that's why I keep my hands facing each other. Otherwise, if I do this, my push-ups become really weird and I start feeling pain in other areas, so I just don't do it. Okay, so exercise number 2 would be a flat barbell bench press. Okay, so there's this notion that ladies are not supposed to bench press, and bench pressing is only for men, and you will look masculine, or you will look too tough, rough. I don't know where people get these words from, but bench press is a workout that works a lot of muscles. You are working on your triceps, you are working on your lats, and you're working on the chest area at the same time. And then for us ladies, if you grab that barbell and then you pull it down all the way so that it's touching, the lower part of your breast, not the lower part of your breast, like like just below it, and you hold it for a few seconds and you kind of like squeeze your breast. I know it sounds weird, but this will all make sense as time goes by, and then you drive through with your palm. That is a way to work out the the serratus anterior muscles, and that will also help with the firming from the sides. Okay, so let's get right into it. So you want to make sure that you get on a bench. There's a barbell. You lie down flat completely. You lie down flat completely, but make sure that your shoulder blades are touching each other, and then you just drive down the barbell to touch, like I said, the lower portion of your breasts. That sounds wrong when I say lower section of the breast, but you guys understand what I mean, right? Please forgive me, I wasn't schooled in this area. So you just keep pushing through, and in that way, like I said, you're working on your triceps, you're working on your lats, and you're working on your chest areas, to firm it, to make it round, just to give it that lift. But you're not working on the fat. It's the muscle under the fat that we are working. Keep that in mind. Yes. Okay, so the second exercise are an incline dumbbell bench press. Okay, so this is basically similar to the flat bench press, but now you are on an incline bench, and this really puts so much pressure on the upper chest area, because you're driving and you're bringing the dumbbell all the way until here, and you want to make sure that when you are bringing it down, that your arm is kind of like parallel to the floor. Don't drive it down all the way, just parallel and then up. And then, like I said, it's so much harder, so really all that force is just up here. So when you're working on this muscle, it's kind of like you're lifting it, and that alone will give you that lift that you need. It's kind of like you're working on all muscles. So with a flat bench press, not to be specific, it's more like you're starting from the lats, driving through to the serratus anterior, and then you kind of get a lift from the side. And now with the incline dumbbell bench press, it's kind of like you putting down all that weight up here, and then they work on that muscle. You should definitely try that, ladies. Definitely. Okay, let's move on. So I would normally do between 5 sets of 15 reps. I'm using a 10 kg dumbbell. You can start light and then increase your weight as time goes by. You don't have to start with 10 kg dumbbell. It's quite heavy. All right. The third one is now my favorite. This is the flat bench dumbbell chest press. And then instead of just having it as an ordinary chest press, I decided to make it alternating. So what you do, you lie down on the bench. You have both your dumbbells right here, so you bring it up on top of your head, and then what you do, you press one side, then you bring it up, then both sides, then you bring it up, then the other side. So it's kind of like you alternating, almost like working on each breast separately and then together when you are doing it in the middle. So you have right breast, boom, together, boom, left breast, boom, growth, boom, firmness, boom, let's get it, boom, boom, boom. Yes. So you are alternating, And here again, I'm using a 10 kg dumbbell. You don't have to start with 10 kg. You can start with a 3 or with a 2, and then as time goes by, you definitely would want to change that. And then also, just another thing that I want to stress, you want to make sure that when you bring down the dumbbells, bring it down to the side of your breast. Okay, do not drop them on your chest. Do not drop them too far away. You must make sure that when you're holding the dumbbell, you just bring it down here, and then up over your head, and then down here. All right? And trust me, if you do this every second day, every third day, you will get that firmness. I cannot stress this enough, ladies. This is important. This is important, and that's why you see men like working on their chest, and their chest really grow. They will have like a whole hump, and then they will put like the water. I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a whole challenge that was about a few years ago. Guys put like a water on the chest to see if it can balance, you know. It was a whole thing. So ladies, in as much as men can grow their chest area, we can also grow it, firm it. Yes. Okay, let's move on. 10 kgs. I do this. My chest workout days are on Mondays. Every Monday for me is chest day. Okay, then the fourth workout is really important, because this workout works on all the muscles that are surrounding the breast area, and you are activating also your lats, and at the same time you're also toning a little bit of the jiggle that we ladies that we don't like. So these are what I call inclined circular swings with dumbbells. So let's have a look, and then we talk through it, how often you should do it, how many reps, how many sets, etc. Okay, so you want to lie down on the bench and then hold the dumbbells like your palm should be facing upwards. And what you want to do, you want to drive outwards and over your head, and that alone will help to firm the side breast area, the lower section, the upper section, and a little bit of the jiggles the so-called jiggle that we don't like. And then you wanna do between 4 to 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And again, you can start with a light dumbbell. Don't go too heavy, because it will put a lot of tension on your arm, and we don't want that. So you just want to use something light, and you don't really, if you don't have an incline bench, you don't have to, you know, sit on it. You can even do it while you're standing. You know, you just hold the dumbbell like this, and then you swing it over your head and then down, and then over your head and then down. That too will be effective, trust me. Okay, now the fifth workout is one that I absolutely just hated in the beginning, because I thought it was so difficult, and 1, I couldn't get the technique right, 2, my form was always horrible, and 3, I was always feeling the pain in my lower back, which I didn't know where it came from. And my dear ladies, I'm talking about cable flies, and I'm sure you have seen guys in the gym, you know, by these 2 cable machine, and they just like oof, and they just like oof, and then just like flying, and you're like, what are they doing? But my dear ladies, those men are busy pumping their chest, they're busy firming their chest, growing it, and just making it bigger. So we ladies can also do it, and I'm gonna show you how. So you want to grab, you know, a cable from both sides, then you step forward with your dominant leg, and then you bend your elbows a little bit as you're going out. As you can see, it's here. And then you want to make sure you drive through the force with your palm, and make sure that when you are bringing your arms together, you're bringing it in front of your chest, not up here, right in front of your chest. So it's like, you know, and you're pushing through, and you're pushing through, and you are pushing through. So that alone, what you are doing as you're pushing with your palms, you are kind of like forcing your chest, your muscles, your pectoral muscles, you're activating them, and you're driving the force through them, you know, and a little bit also of the deltoid, but it's more prominent the pectoral muscles that you are using, and that force there is kind of like you are activating and you're working on those muscles. Okay, so from the front, like I said, you grab a cable from the right, from the left, you step forward with your prominent leg. Mine is obviously the right, and as you can see, my elbows are a little bit bent, and I'm driving through with my wrists, and I'm locking it in right in front of my chest. It's not above, it's not below, it's right in front. And don't forget to breathe, and don't forget to lean forward. You need to lean forward a little bit, otherwise you'll be standing all the way forward and you're just not gonna get anything done. I really, honestly speaking, I didn't like this workout because, like I said, my form was always off. I felt like it was really difficult, couldn't get it, and I was feeling the pain in my lower back instead of feeling the pain anywhere else. But I guess muscles have a way of just knowing what's being worked out, and they just figure out things as time goes by. And as time goes by, I started seeing some results, man. So I'm proud of myself, yay! And I can't wait for you to start seeing your results. I promise you, do these workouts on a regular, and you will see results. There is a saying that if you want to grow a certain aspect of your body, like for example, if you want to grow your glutes, you want to grow your quads, you want to grow your calves, whatsoever, then you need to work on that particular area 3 to 4 times in a week. Now ladies, same thing applies for the breast. If you want to firm it, if you want to tone it, if you want to lift it, if you want it to be voluptuous and round and full and all that, then you need to work on it at least 3 to 4 times in a week. And you can incorporate other workouts with it. You know, it doesn't have to be completely a chest workout every single day. I beg of you to start light with a weight that you can manage, and then as time goes by, you increase your weights, you increase your reps, etc., etc. With the current situation of lockdown and some people's gyms not open yet, you can do these workouts at home. I had posted a whole lockdown quarantine workout, you can check that out. So until further ado, my ninja people, thank you so much for your love. I definitely want to see results of this chest workout, both guys and both ladies. Let us know. Until next time.